Welcome back to Kali Talks Transformative Conversations. Well, today it's going to be a solo episode. And as I always say, we're going to go deep. There's no other way to go. You just can't get to the root unless you go deep, right? You got to dig. You got to dig. So today we're going to talk about the truth about the body and your lineage. And, getting to the posture of sovereignty. We often think that giving ourselves up in a relationship only breaks our hearts and depletes our bank account. And we treat it like a mental problem or a situational piece of bad luck. But as a systemic trauma facilitator, I'm here to tell you the raw truth. It physically locks inside your bones. That's right. It physically locks inside your bones. Just this weekend, my community lost a true pioneer, Yamuna, a master teacher who taught the world how to roll trauma out of the body. Years ago, through the incredible Sandra Sammartino in White Rock, British Columbia, in Canada, where I was living, I was not only privileged to be with Sandra and trained and became a dedicated student and teacher under her direction. It's where I was introduced to Yamuna's transformative work, and it fundamentally shifted how I look at healing. So last night, as I sat in my own sanctuary dealing with a severe shoulder and neck injury from my own life's current storm, I used some of her physical work to soothe my nervous system. And as I lay there, it reminded me of the absolute blueprint of the women that I work with. You just cannot separate your physical structure from your personal sovereignty, because when you lose independence, your body is the first thing that tells the story. You see, there's this problem called the sacrificial lamb pattern. And, so many high achieving, powerful women come to me completely stuck, wondering why their lives have ground to a halt. When we look beneath the surface, the pattern is identical. They have spent decades, decades playing the savior. They are, like I was, chasing ambulances, rescuing partners, fixing family members, and bending over backward to over deliver for their clients or for their team or for their CEO, or if they are the CEO, they are doing everything for everyone else while they hold the bag. Yeah. So, here's the cost of running yourself into the ground to save the world, right? Your boundaries don't just collapse mentally. Your physical frame takes the hit. Your shoulder blades could freeze because you are carrying the weight of the world. Your neck can lock up because you are hypervigilant, waiting for the next crisis or the next ambulance to go by. And your posture literally becomes or begins to mimic the collapsed and burdened lineage of the mothers and grandmothers who came before you. You are literally burning your physical frame and your financial security to the ground just to keep everyone else warm. So, what do I do for you, right? Where is this thing called transformation calling? Well, for a long time, I used the whole of everything that I do, the expertise, to highlight other people's paths and promote their work. And I love this. I love doing this, and I will continue to. But my true, undeniable mastery lies in combining my deep self-sabotage coaching with systemic family constellations and yoni constellations to do what standard coaching simply cannot touch. I don't just give you more information, a superficial checklist, or generic advice. I guide you to go into the cellular memory and completely rewrite the unconscious ancestral script that is bankrupting your life, your health, and your relationships. You see, when you work with me, the outcome is unmistakable. We don't just talk about the problem, we unlock the frozen trauma in your nervous system. We pull the plug on the subconscious pattern of self sacrifice. And we physically, emotionally, and energetically stand you back up on your own 2 feet. That's right. So, if you are a woman who is looking around today, realizing, you know, you completely gave yourself up in a relationship, maybe your health, your posture, your bank account are all paying the price, I want you to hear me. You do not have to stay collapsed. You've carried enough. It's time to give it back in a loving way. My name's Kali Cristanti, Dr. Kali Cristanti, and my absolute mission is to help you rebuild your life, reclaim your health, and step into total, fierce independence. It is time to stop saving everyone else and finally save yourself. Reach out to me today. Let's get on that call and let's start rebuilding your structure from the inside out. Because you know what? You're worth it. And no one else is coming to save you or to rescue you. So it's time for you to be your own paramedic. Reach out. I'm here and I'm looking forward to connecting with you. I do a wonderful 15-minute chat where we get to know one another and then we can go into the deep dive. You will be so glad that you took the time to connect with me. All right. So lots of love and soul hugs until next time. Bye bye.